Well, it started this bus update originally with a cold start, but it decided that it wanted to just shut off on me. So I guess I'm gonna have to do it this way. It's in high idle right now. Noah, you'd love this, I'm sure. Well, it's not an international, never mind. But anyways, as you can see by the title, I got something kind of cool. I'll get to that whenever we drive down to the storage lot. I know you guys have wanted kind of a ride-along video. So we'll do a little bit of one, but not really much of one because my storage unit's just down the hill here. But I'll give you a little bit of one. But we'll talk kind of plans and stuff about this bus whenever we get down there. So enjoy the ride. It's a little bit of a shorter walk. We'll go ahead. Shut her off. We'll open the door and then shut her off. Let's see, where's the button that, okay, there it is, that releases my phone from the thing. So one thing I was thinking about doing with this bus, I've kind of had thoughts of, going ahead and modifying it like I want to do with an International Bluebird, but I don't think I'm going to with this bus just because of how it is, what it is, how it's set up. So one thing I kind of want to do with this one is I love the red seats, but I kind of want to alternate them like red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. I need to get some more seat frames anyways, because whenever I cut these out, I didn't do the best job because I never really used an angle grinder. Like this seat bottom right here, not reusable. You can see it's kind of cut up pretty bad. So I figured the best way to go ahead and get new seat frames is to go ahead and get new seats entirely and go ahead and get blue ones while I'm at it. So I can go ahead and just kind of swap the seat covers and seat bottoms, the cushions, and just go ahead and kind of do something, add my own little touch to this bus. Just kind of make it, a little bit more weird and unique. I think I did a crude Photoshop. I'm not going to add it into this video just because this is one I'm filming on my phone and uploading pretty much immediately. But as far as the whole LED thing goes, oh, I left my headlights on. I don't think I'm going to on this because I want to keep it mostly original because of what it is. With these, Bluebird Freightliners themselves are not very rare. They're uncommon. You don't see them too often, but with this being a 2002 model, this whole switch panel setup and the access panel on the outside under there, under the driver's window, you don't really see that very often on these Freightliners. This was the last year that they offered Freightliner chassis with anything that wasn't a Thomas body, so you don't see that too often. I kind of want to keep this one mostly original. Plus, it's got a manual transmission and a Cat 3126. You don't see those very often in Bluebird Freightliners, as far as I know. So, especially from West Virginia, a lot of the FS65s you saw were either Bluebirds or Thomases, and they were the older ones, and they usually had automatics. Sometimes you saw 5.9 Commons, but mostly the full-size buses from West Virginia that were Bluebird Freightliners or Thomas Freightliners were Cat 3126s, and most Freightliners of this era that you see in general are Cummins. You know, the older ones. The newer ones are Cat C7 or Mercedes. But we'll go ahead over to the storage unit here. And just a warning, whenever I get this thing, whenever I open this door, it's going to be loud. So 3, 2, 1. There we go, new driver's seat. So in the evenings I work at a truck repair shop, and this came out of an International LT, a newer one. There's also an LT headlight over there from a different truck, I assume. I got that from Noah, but that's pretty much trash. They were going to throw that away, and they're going to throw this away. So I said, can I take it home? They're like, yeah, we don't care. So I got a new driver's seat. It needs cleaned up. As you can see, it's pretty dirty, but came from a truck with only like 400,000 miles on it, which is not very many miles on a semi-truck. I mean, I couldn't even give you really a comparison, but it's really not that much for a semi-truck. But it's an air-ride driver's seat with, you know, armrests. It's got a few different places for adjustment. Let's see, it'd be on this side over here, because this is not a school bus driver's seat. But as you can see, there's a few different spots for adjustment there. And yeah, I love my Bostrom seat in the Freightliner, but if I get another Bluebird with a Bostrom seat, that Bostrom seat's coming out and this is going in. This is much more comfortable for long distance trips, because that bus over there, I don't think it's going to be going on any more long distance trips. I mean, I love it, but it's not a long distance trip machine, as I found out whenever I took it to Noah's. It is not too comfortable to drive for long trips like that. So I'm going to close this real quick. 3, 2, 1. But let's see if I can get this back on here with one hand. There we go. But yeah, this one, I don't want to put all the LEDs on it because of that reason. I'm going to keep the driver's seat in it. I want to keep it mostly original. I want to add a couple little personal touches here and there, like I was saying, with the seats and stuff. But this one's my restoration project. I guess a little bit of a resto mod. Like I put this here. This is just adhesive on here, but probably going to get double-sided tape, like emblem tape. Put that on a magnet or something, and put it on the next bus whenever it comes. Whenever that is, whatever it is. I really want another Bluebird of this era, International with a DT466, preferably West Virginia spec. I'm not too picky, but I want to get what I want and not settle for something else. Somewhat like I did with this one, but I mean, I'm still very happy with this purchase. But I have all the LEDs and stuff I was going to put on this one, but like I said, the reason I haven't was just because I want to put it on a different one, because I want to keep this one original. So pretty much I'm stockpiling parts for a bus that I don't have yet, like that driver's seat, the LEDs, different things here and there. But mostly I want this one to stay original, and I'll buy another one to do all that modification stuff too. So yeah, that's just kind of my thought process behind all that stuff. Let's see, anything else? I still need to get some stuff working on this one. I need to winterize this one. I still plan to keep it at the storage lot after I get my CDL fixed, whenever that is. But so I want to drive it around here at the storage lot, but I don't plan to take it on the road after the first snowfall if I can help it. Like I said, you know, I need to get my CDL fixed in this, but after that, it's pretty much staying here until probably April. It's currently November as I'm filming this. But let's see. So I really need to get some fuel in it. I'd like to wash it off. I know of a truck wash I can take it to. It's pretty easy to use, and I know it's fit in there somewhat. It's not a very long bay, so I'd probably have to pull it in, wash the front, turn it around, back it in, then wash the back. But yeah, I need to kind of get this thing washed, because I still haven't washed it yet. And I've had it for, 5 months. Wow, I've had it for that long. I can't even believe it's been 5 months. But anyways, been working on this crap a little bit more. Seems like some of these spots are a little bit thicker as far as where the spray paint was added. And let's see, was it on this side or was it the other side? I think it's the other side. I actually ended up taking a little bit, just a very tiny bit of the yellow paint that Bluebird put on there. Took some of that off on accident. So I may just kind of leave it as it is. Hate the way that looks, but you know, I don't want to mess up the original factory paint. I'm also thinking about taking the same chemicals that I used here and just kind of doing the entire belt line very lightly, because you can kind of tell that it's not the same color, because I've taken, I don't know if that's a clear coat or if it's just a layer of grime that, you know, is on there, but I want it to look a little bit more uniform, I guess. So I may just take it all the way down to the end of the rub rail here, or this body panel right here at this line. And be careful with these rivets, because it'll take the paint right off of them. So, yeah, you can kind of see how dirty this thing really is. There's some of that mold still on there that I need to wash off. The soap that wash has is a little bit acidic, and these Bluebird emblems are not known for, well, I mean, you can take the paint off of them with Dawn dish soap, so probably going to have to, I'm going to take the one by the door off since it's just screws, but this one back here that's held on by rivets, probably going to use some tape and see if that would help keep it from coming off. But if that paint comes off, I'll just drill the rivets, see if I can get some screws or some bolts and just put a new one on there. I have another one that looks fairly similar, so I may just do that anyways because it's a new one and it would look a little better. And that way, whenever summer rolls around, I can go ahead and sandblast the rear bumper here and repaint it. Oh, another thing I want to do is sandblast the underside. As you can see, it's a little bit crusty, especially right here. And on the, I want to get new rims for the rear. Sandblast the underside here and recoat it with Rust-Oleum, and then probably some frame treatment on top of that. So that way I can just kind of, you know, keep this thing protected. But right now, first thing I got to worry about is winterizing it, all that stuff. All the outside work I want to do to this thing, aside from washing it, pretty much has to come during the summertime. You can see that I still haven't addressed fuel tank leak. It's very minor. I don't even know where it's coming from. I'll take care of that, you know, whenever the weather gets a little warmer. You can see the air tanks under here. And as you can see, a lot of this stuff needs sandblasted just to knock a lot of that stuff off. What I'll probably end up doing this winter, hopefully, if I have the time and the ability to, is take up a lot of this rubber flooring, pretty much from like this, where I'm standing, right in front of the rear axle, back, and go ahead and replace that plywood. That's why I took a lot of these seats out, or that's half the reason. The other reason was insurance, but as soon as I get this rubber flooring, or not the rubber flooring, the plywood flooring replaced, I'll probably put the seats back in. Don't know if I'm going to be able to reuse this rubber flooring. Just depends on A, how it comes up, and B, if I can kind of hide my marks in where I cut into the floor a little bit trying to cut the seats out. Didn't really do a good job doing that because it was really my first time doing something like that, but that's how you learn. If I do go with new rubber flooring, you know, it's not just going to be part of the bus. I'm going to redo it all. Probably trying, I mean, I could probably keep this aisle trim, or this aisle flooring, rubber flooring, if it doesn't rip too bad. But there's a lot to unscrew and a lot to pull up whenever you're redoing a floor. So it's going to be a lot of work. Winter time for bus ownership is usually do the inside, and then summer is usually do the outside. So if you want to work on your bus year round. But aside from that, this is a very, very long video, and I apologize that it's so long, but I guess I had a lot more to talk about than I thought I did. So yeah, there probably won't be very many updates on this thing over the winter time. Just kind of depends on if I get anything updated on it. But aside from that, that'll be it. So Thanks for watching.